Yo, 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 the Wheelz Show. Man, I just went to the studio this past weekend, did my 14th song, and now got a mix and master, get the final product. So, can't wait, I'm almost done, and everything is turning out like I like it. So, I really can't, you know, complain about that. And this last weekend before I went to the studio, I was like running a temperature like Thursday night. I was like, man, I got so much goosebumps and they just won't go away. And I was like, oh man, that usually tells me that I have a temperature, and sure as heck I did. And feeling kind of sick that day. And then Friday was the worst of it all. I was running like 100.2 or something like that, 102. So it was, kind of sucky a little bit, but I still pushed through and did my videos like I do every day, my freestyles. But I did something I didn't want to do. I had to get another antibiotic, and because it was Friday, but my disease infectious doctor wants me to do is do a sputum test so they can see what they need to treat, like what bacteria. But I wasn't able to do that. They're like, why you didn't wait till Monday? I'm like, man, I'm not gonna wait until I get sicker. Like, forget that. I mean, they don't want me taking antibiotics that much because my body will get used to it after a while, and eventually antibiotics won't work for me. So that's why they don't want me to do antibiotics unless I have to. And for instance, I had to, so it's just what I had to do. I'd rather get feeling better than not. But yeah, I've been on antibiotics for a little while, and I'll be done, I think, Sunday. And I'm hoping to get back to the studio and finish my songs. But there's a few parts that I need to correct and go over, and because it has some air in it. I mean, it's not really a big deal. But I mean, for me, if I can do it, so why not? So that's what I'm thinking, go ahead and fix it all. While I'm there, I fixed this one song. It's only one word to go back and fix. And the new song I did, there's only one word to fix, and that with God. That's what I called it. So once I finish that, it'd be good. But I'm just gonna go down the line. I already listened to most of my songs and just heard everywhere that I need to go back and fix. So I did that. That took me a couple hours, but man, yesterday I was feeling that music so much, and I was like, man, I have to write something today, and I did. And man, I wrote a song in 20 minutes, and I wasn't even trying to rush or anything, but when you feel it, you feel it. It just hits you sometimes, and it hit me yesterday, and I was going hard and freestyling I did the song first on my first take. So it usually takes a few times, especially for me to warm up, but I'm getting better now where sometimes I hit it on the first take, and that is some progression or progress. So I'm excited about it and getting better, and that's what I really wanted to accomplish from it, is get better and let everyone hear it while I'm doing that. So I'm excited that I'm getting better with it. And everywhere I've been rolling, today I went for a walk. It was at night, and I had my lights on, and I was just rapping away, and rapping with people rapping on their songs, and I was just rapping on it. And I learned that from my friend, you used to hang out with. He He could rap nonstop and all the time. Like, even if he weren't rapping, he'll rap over him on songs, and that's kind of where I got that from. But it feels good when you know, can do that. You don't have to write it, but I mean, now my writing has got so much better too. So all around, it's helped me in a lot of ways. The other day I saw like a little snake. It wasn't that big, but man, like there's a lot of wildlife on the trail. There was this one time I was on the trail. I thought it was like a stick on the trail because it was so long, but I came up on it and it was a rat snake, and I was like, oh man, that thing's huge. And he took off into the woods. But yeah, it's a lot of wildlife down there. We used to have ducks by the park, but I think coyotes got to them. And sometimes, like a while back, I remember hearing coyotes outside howling and all that. And man, it's been feeling so good outside lately. Like, it's been hot. Don't get me wrong, but not no 106. And the breeze was really nice. Like, today I went outside and enjoyed it and practiced a few songs and just like kept rapping over and over again because it helps me warm my voice up and my lungs warm them up. I remember before I got the trait, I would always warm up that way and hit the chorus a million times until I'm just out of breath. And then when I hit it again, I take a break for a second. Man, it feels so much easier and it flows so much easier. Like, your breathing is easier. Like, sometimes with me and a lot of people with ventilators, they get pneumothoraxes. And I never knew what that was before until one day I got an x-ray, and then we got a call from the doctor talking about going to the hospital, you know. And I'm like, what for? And they like, pneumothorax. I'm like, my mom just told me about that the other day, and then boom, there it is. So I end up going to the hospital, and they laid me down, and they were like on I guess a bed, and they're like, we're gonna have to poke a hole through your chest, and we're gonna go through the side of your ribs. I'm like, what? What's that for? And they're like, to let the air and the pressure out of your chest that's kind of collapsing your lung. I'm like, okay, I'm going along with it. Is it gonna hurt? Like, yeah, it's gonna hurt. And then they gave me lidocaine shots where they were gonna, go in, and they got the scalpel, and they tried to cut a hole right there, and then they were pushing the tube through, but it wouldn't fit through my ribs. So they're like, oh man, sorry man, you have to try it a different place. And I'm already like gasping, like turning white. It's just like, what the heck is this? And then they go through the chest, and when it pops through, man, you can feel it. Feel like somebody's stabbing you. Like, even with the lidocaine, like, that don't numb the inside, and that like hurt so bad. So I stayed in the hospital a week with this bubble machine hooked up to me, like, so like a fish tank, and they let my air out eventually. But guess what? As soon as I'm done with that, it happened again, and I went to see a surgeon. They were gonna do surgery and stuff, but they're like, it's too much of a risk to do that, so just deal with it, and if it bothers you, just let me know, and I'll figure something out. Well, now that I've been through that whole ordeal and all that pain, I'm like, I am not going back for that. So I have it all the time now, like every once in a while, and I think I had it last Sunday because it's kind of hard to rap, but I was kind of sick too at the studio rapping a song. Like, my mom's like, you don't look sick. I'm like, I ain't got time to be sick, but I mean, I really felt the fatigue and all that, and I think that's what was going on. But I still rapped a good song. Even being sick on a ventilator, and you know, I'm just blessed that God gave me the strength that day to finish the song and finish the album, and now just gotta go back and mix and master, and we gonna be good, man. I'm excited. I can't wait. So y'all hear what my songs sound like on this album. And I wrote every song. And my homie Carl, shout out to him, man. He made my beats, and you know, I thank him for taking the time out of his time to help me and go through different beats for like 4 hours and on the phone. So that it's really nice, man. I appreciate a lot of people that's helping me on this album, man. It's really coming together, and I'm so excited about it. I mean, there's a lot of work still to be done, but I'm pretty sure I'm up for it, and we'll get it done soon. And then I have my Ryan's Day fundraiser. I believe October 15th, and that's during ACL weekend, and that's when they have a lot of shows, Austin city limits. So I went there last year and had a great time, and saw Pink and a lot of other people, Lily Rose, Lil Nas X, Red Hot Chili Peppers, man. I seen a lot of them, and that was fun, man. So, but this year, got something to do. I want to raise awareness for Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and I've been doing that for 12 years now, but it's going to be my 13th year, so I'm excited, and it's going to be coming up soon, so I really got to start preparing for it, and I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get some good bands. If you want to play at Ryan's Day, hey, let me know. October 15th. If you're open that day, hey, hit me up, man. Send me a text or whatever. Like on here on the comment section. So, man, like, sometimes I get too much air with my breathing when I'm talking, and it makes me sound out of breath sometimes. But I found ways to get around it when I'm wearing my passenger valve. It's like a one-way valve, and it gives me more air so I can speak for longer and don't have to breathe as much. So I use that and just hold on to the words like that until my lungs go down, and then I'm good to go. And it makes it sound where I'm not out of breath, because usually I'm not really out of breath. It's just too much air that I'm fighting against every day. But hey, I'll take it, man. I'd rather have too much air than no air at all. So I'll take it. I mean, that's what causes pneumothorax. It's too much air, and you know, like car wrecks and blunt trauma like that can cause it too. But man, it's like one thing after another. I thought when I got my feeding tube that was it, man, and that's we're done. We don't have to mess with it no more. But now they're like, you gotta change it out every 6 months or 8 months, and I'll change it out whenever it's messing up. It's probably not ideal, but I'll do that because I really don't want to go to the hospital, and that's like the only place they can do it for me, because I have a GJ, so the J part goes farther than the stomach into the intestines. So I have that, and they have to go through radiology. If they go through there, and they look at a screen, go inside me with like a snake. It goes down this tube all the way down to keep it in place, and then they switch it out. Not too bad, but it sounds pretty bad. But then the trach, same thing. Got to change it a lot and clean my neck a lot. I mean, there's a lot of things I got to do that's behind the scenes. But hey, just like everybody else, we all got things to do. But make sure you check me out on Instagram, Wheelz the Rapper, TikTok, Wheelz the Rapper, YouTube, subscribe to my channel, Wheelz the rapper. SoundCloud, Wheelz the rapper. Look up some of my music. Spotify. Check me out on there. I have 2 songs so far. I have an album on there soon. And another album, so stay tuned, man. It's coming together slowly, but surely. I appreciate y'all being patient. My music coming out soon. But check out my songs on Spotify. Wheelz the rapper. One song's called Don't Leave. The other one is called Lifesaver by Charlie Boy on that one. And Don't Leave featuring Emma Dean. So make sure you check that out. And my Facebook is Larry Schmidt, SCHMIDT. Make sure you add me. You already know. Wheels on the flow. Man, I'm about to go. Y'all already know. Check me out on my flow. Spit a little bit before I go, before I'm gone, living this life. Man, I can't wait till I'm done with these songs, done with these albums. I can't wait for that. Album number 5. Man, I'm staying alive. Man, I thank God that I survived through the hardest things in my life. Man, I had to fight, but I found a way to live. I found a way to cope. That's the music and everything that I wrote. Wheelz, baby. Hey. Man, slobbery. Wheelz, though. Wheelz, baby.